Don't get me wrong, awakenings are amazing, but they can also suck so bad that they threaten to challenge both our status quo and our identity. Hi there, I'm Annika Tronamas and I'm occasionally awake. I'm here to help you inspire your awakenings, heal yourself and reawaken your life. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Awakenings are shifts in perspective and in perception. They have a lot of transformative potential because they are somewhat disruptive to our automated, our habitualized ways of feeling, thinking and being. They present the prospect of massive change. Knowledge awakenings specifically derive their transformative potential from new sudden information, from insights, from light bulb aha moments, from epiphanies. These insights can be related to our ego and identity configuration, how we see and make sense of ourselves, to the matrix, how we see and make sense of society and culture, or to our conscious self, how we are aware of and make sense of our spirit and intuition. Different types of awakenings can be further categorized, for example, by their directionality. This video focuses on the two types of awakenings that are directed at the self. So awakenings to the ego self and awakenings to the conscious self. While an awakening experience is characterized by truth and clarity, by connectedness and peace, that state usually doesn't last for too long. What often follows after a knowledge awakening is the clash between the new information and our old habitualized and automated ways of being, thinking and feeling. A knowledge awakening can be quite a catch-22. The bigger the clash, the greater the need for change and the greater the resistance to that very change. Change can be related to actions that need to be taken in order to change an area of our lives. It can also be more implicit and directed inward at our personal growth and healing. Whatever the nature of your knowledge awakening and whatever your call to change might be, here are the secrets to surviving a knowledge awakening that sucks. Number 1, take it for its potentiality. It is our choice when and how we choose to act on the creative impulses prompted by an awakening. The awakening integration after the actual short awakening experience is a process that is allowed to take time. Allowing ourselves to take our time with that integration process is what releases the pressure of perfection, of planning and timing. This is essentially a guide on how to stay awake after an awakening. Because we stay awake after an awakening experience to the degree that we stay open and curious about the insight we've gained. It's an ego reflex, we could say, to challenge the new information and question the new information in order to keep the status quo safe. Because the status quo is always how we maintain our current identity configuration. Now, this has nothing or little to do with how much we like or enjoy our personal status quo. But the reality we've manifested is a reflection of our identity, of what we believe to be able to experience, to achieve, to do, to see, to feel, to perceive. If you struggle to get into action after an awakening, start with the smallest possible step. Wait, hear me out here. I know you've possibly heard that advice 1,000 times before, but let me contextualize this for a minute. Here's the thing, the smallest step is not what you think. We tend to make even that very first baby step too big. We make it about that first action step that already is supposed to get us out of our comfort zone. And what we want to do is tag one step further even still. The very first step doesn't need to be the jump into unknown waters. The first step can be grabbing a towel, metaphorically speaking. It can be stretching before the jump. The smallest possible step is a primal movement taken within your comfort zone. We can build the muscle of truth and resonance from the safety of our comfort zone. Number 2, write it into reality. Take a journal and get honest with yourself. Get those awakening insights out of your head and onto paper. This can be the first step of pulling it into reality, into your 3D perception. I personally believe that this is one of the main reasons why Julia Cameron's Artist's Way and her practice of morning pages is so beneficial and transformative. It's like fishing information from a muddy pond. Our mind can easily drift around shadow information and blind spots and new challenges to work on. But once they reveal themselves on the page, we have to take that closer look. Once they are made visible, it becomes harder to look away. Next point, read it into reality. Once you're done writing, engage your sense of vision. In our fishing analogy, reading is like evaluating the catch. It's like taking inventory, focusing in on what's there. Depending on how much you've written, try to distill it down to the essence of a sentence, a caption, a word on a post-it. Hang it somewhere you walk by frequently and keep reading it. Keep exposing yourself to that insight. Don't let that fresh insight get buried underneath your everyday status quo experience of conditioned life. Give yourself the chance with this practice to set an anchor for the information that is required for your next step on your growth journey. And finally, speak it into reality. Don't underestimate the power of your words and of your voice. Just like you can write your awakening insights into reality, you can speak them into reality. Whether it's on a walk or in the shower, you might want to use a prompt and then say out loud whatever comes to mind. For example, intuition expert Sonia Choquette recommends finishing the sentence, "If I weren't afraid, I would," over and over again under the shower. I think that's such a great practice. And we can apply that specifically to awakening insights that we've gained that give us that idea of what change is required for a next step of growth, but that we are so scared or cautious to consider actually taking. Here are some suggestions for other prompts that you might want to use to work with the insights of your awakening. Say out loud and finish the following sentences, and feel free to do that a few times in a row. I'm finally willing to look at, insert your topic. I choose to no longer avoid, insert your topic. I trust my intuition on, insert your topic. Wouldn't it be nice if I followed the truth of that insight to, insert your topic. The second component to actualizing the potentiality of your awakening experience is telling somebody else. Whether that's a close friend or a mental health professional, whatever the content of that awakening, of that insight, being heard by somebody else anchors that new truth, that insight in our reality. Please make sure that in the early stages of an awakening experience, you choose people specifically who you can expect and trust to mirror a certain sense of your own resonance back to you. In other words, choose people who are most likely going to get it. Make sure to take a moment after talking to somebody about your awakening experience in order to reflect on that conversation. How did their reaction resonate with you? Remember that the compass to your personal truth always points in the direction of your own resonance rather than to other people's reactions. So these were my personal tips on how to handle a knowledge awakening that sucks, and I really hope it was helpful to you. Got any occasional awakenings yet? Now I'd like to hear from you, so let me know in the comments below about your personal experience with knowledge awakenings and about the next smallest possible action step to integrate your best insights into your everyday lives. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. This video is related to the awakenings, to the ego, and to the conscious self. If you want more insights on the 4 types of awakenings and how to experience them in your life occasionally, visit me at occasionallyawake.com to inspire your awakenings. Bye.